That's the first time anybody ever booed against the $1 million man, Ted DiBiase, and his bodyguard, Virgil.
You know, Arsenio, you know that I'm a man accustomed to getting what I want, especially when I've already paid for it. And it seems to me that I should have been out here about 30 minutes ago. And since I wasn't, I think you owe me a little money. Virgil?
Wait, hey, chill. Wait. I got the money. Hey, okay. It was a joke. Here. Take your money, man. I told you I couldn't be bought. Sit, my man. Virgil? This is Robert Loggia, Ted DiBiase.
Nice to meet you.
And his son, Ben Johnson. Hey. I'm a comedian, man. I guess y'all don't have TV. Could I ask you a question? On the clip, you stuck money in the man's mouth after you beat him up. What does that represent?
That's kind of like the cowboy that brands his cow. It's kind of like my little trademark. I beat the man, I humiliate him, and I stuff him.
Why do you do it? You have all this money. Why do you still wrestle? So you got scars on your head, man, from where you've been, like, either fighting or kissing Virgil or... Okay, wait, it's a joke, man. It's a joke. It's a joke. I don't mean no harm, man. I'm just a comedian.
The reason that I continue to wrestle is because in addition to being the wealthiest man in my profession, and probably one of the wealthiest men in the world, I am without a doubt the most talented wrestler in the wrestling profession today, and I get a big kick out of going all over the country and continuing to show people that I am the best.
Okay, now you're the best, but you don't hold the belt. Doesn't that mean somebody else is the best? And Virgil, I'm just asking questions, man.
Everything comes in due time, and I always get what I want. Ultimately, I always get what I want, and I always get my way, and eventually, I'll have it all. I have all the money in the world.
Okay, let's talk about Hercules. Yeah, you all watch. Tell me about Hercules as an athlete.
Hercules is a very fine athlete. That's why I looked at him to begin with. I thought he was a very fine physical specimen.
Could you ask him to stop looking at me like that? He makes me very nervous, man.
Virgil keeps an eye on everybody that I talk to.
He not watching Robert.
Robert's not talking to me, you are. Hercules, I bought him from Bobby Heenan. I bought him lock, stock, and barrel.
Wait, you bought
I
Hercules?
bought him, yes. I buy anything I want. And anybody
You can't buy people, man. How about the 14th Amendment? You can't buy people.
I buy anything or anybody. And I always have, and I always will. Hercules I bought, I paid for him. He made the biggest mistake of his life, but by not becoming subservient to me. If he'd have done that, then his career would have been set. In essence, he would have been my slave, but that's the way it is.
So where is Hercules right now?
Hercules is getting ready to face me Friday night in a live televised event in Milwaukee, the Bradley Center, on NBC network station. It's a night that I'm going to put this man in his place. You see, Hulk Hogan, Randy, Macho Man, Savage, and Hercules, as far as I'm concerned, you can put them all in the same pot. They're great, big, muscled-up hunks of flesh with a cumulative IQ of about 10. And that's where I stand above everybody. In addition to being a very fine-conditioned athlete, I'm a very smart athlete.
If you are the tough man that you say you are, why do you need my man here?
Virgil is He's always at hand to do all of the things that I no longer have time to do. He takes care of, he takes care of people that hound me. I mean, I'm a very wealthy man. People like to get close to me. They want to touch me. They want to shake my hand. They come around looking for handouts, and I don't want to be bothered.
Virgil.
And then every now and then, because of my personality, which not too many people like, and I really don't care, they want to get a little more aggressive. And when Virgil's standing by, they change your mind real quick.
Virgil, you sang with the Pips at one time, didn't you? I'm sorry. Okay. No. You just look like somebody I saw with Gladys Knight in Vegas. I'm sorry. Okay, no, it's a joke, man. It's a joke. I'm trying to make you smile, man. You don't look happy. Forget it.
I snap my fingers. Virgil will be smiling, he'll be very happy, and you won't be very happy at all.
Okay, well, let's not, don't play no music, don't snap no fingers. Let's just relax. Where do you live now? Where do you reside?
I have several homes. I have a home presently in the Netherlands, Antilles. I have a home.
You all live together?
In Bel Air, California. He's wherever I am. Whenever I want him to be there.
You have a wife? Are you married, kids?
No, I'm not.
I saw you do something, man. This is weird. I saw you do something on TV one time where a little boy was bouncing a ball. And you told him if he bounced it a certain amount of times, you give him $100. And when he was supposed to do it 15 times, when he got to 14, you kicked the ball.
I wouldn't do that.
You did that, man. You dirty.
I gave this kid an opportunity to make a quick buck. I mean, it was obvious to me that he needed the money by the way he was dressed and the way his family was dressed. And I told him if he could bounce the ball 15 times without missing, I'd give him the money. Well, he bounced the ball 14 times and he missed, and he had to learn a very hard lesson at a very young age. When you don't get the job done, you don't get paid. It's very simple.
Yeah?
Everything, everybody's got a price. I live by it and it works.
Speaking of getting paid, where did you get all your money from?
That's for me to know and everybody else to wonder about. The fact is that I have it. I have it, and the other reason that I want to stay in and around the profession that I'm in is that my peers, they look at me, unlike them who have to keep going on and on and on, I can quit at any time. I can hang it up, I can walk away, and that has a tendency to get under their skin, and I get a kick out of it. You might say I get a kick out of humiliating people, yeah.
You have a girlfriend?
Plenty.
Now, somebody said, Virgil, it was not me. Why you look at me, man? Somebody else said it. Virgil, what's your last name? Why doesn't he talk much?
Virgil does what I tell him to do when I tell him to do it. And seeing as how I'm paying him and you're not, he's not talking to you.
Would you ask him to say hello to the people at home?
No.
Okay. How much does Virgil get paid?
That's my business.
What's the difference in him and Hernandez, who you bought?
The difference between Virgil here and Hercules is that Virgil is smart enough to realize where his bread is buttered. I pay him an enormous amount of money to be my valet, to be my bodyguard, whereas Hercules was bought to be my slave and just do whatever I tell him to do. It was just a flat price. I didn't pay Hercules, I paid Bobby Heenan.
Very quickly, I got to go to commercial, but what do you think of Andre the Giant?
He's a very, very fine athlete. Very big man. He's worked for me, too.
He's worked for you?
Oh, yes. Yeah, a year ago, he beat Hulk Hogan on a nationally televised event in Indianapolis.
He cheated, though.
Hey, they don't say how or who. They just, who got it done. Who got his hand raised. He did. He won the match. For me. Gave me the belt.
Thanks for being here. Let's hiss into commercial. We'll be back with Freddie Jackson. Thank you.
Virgil, play my song. You know the song, Money?
Sure.
Yeah.
Money? If you've ever